With profound humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 2 of 4.
Etc.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
برنامه‌های ما شامل زبان‌های بسیاری است. از این وبسایت دیدن فرمایید. suprememastertv.com/schedule.
I think that the international court should bring Putin, make him answer for God.
Right.
Yes,
Master.
There's no need to examine too long and investigate what, huh?
Right.
Evidence
Right.
is all over, everywhere.
Yes, Master.
Just the fact that they came to the people's peaceful land and killed so many like that, that's enough already. There's no need for any more evidence.
Please keep watching to find out more.
Like the act of murdering? No? Then choose vegan.
Supreme Master Chunhai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English and German, with subtitles in Arabic, Aulacese, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Russian, Spanish, Telugu, Thai, and Ukrainian. Herzliche Grüße, elegante Zuschauer. Mein Name ist Anton. Das brillante deutsche Volk schätzt ihre Würde und ihre Tugenden sehr. Mögen die Engel ihr ethisches Bewusstsein immer schützen. Das westeuropäische Deutschland ist das zweitbevölkerungsreichste Land Europas. Neben den gut gestalteten Städten für seine Bürger hat Deutschland durch die Einrichtung von 16 Nationalparks auch Raum für Tierpersonen und Pflanzen geschaffen. In dem Bemühen, die Artenvielfalt weltweit zu erhalten, hat Deutschland zudem den mit 1 Milliarde US-Dollar dotierten Legacy Landscapes Fund ins Leben gerufen. Diese Initiative wird gerade in den Ländern Afrikas, Asiens und Lateinamerikas gestartet. Als Heimat vieler Bilderbuchstädte, mittelalterlicher Schlösser und einer reichen Kunst und Kultur ist Deutschland auch der Geburtsort klassischer Größen wie Bach, Beethoven, Brahms und Richard Wagner. Mit seiner Technologie und dem Ziel, vielen Menschen zu nützen, ist das deutsche Bahnsystem vorbildlich. Die Deutsche Bahn befördert täglich mehr als 5 Millionen Fahrgäste, meist in Hochgeschwindigkeitszügen. Auch die Busse des Landes befördern rund 1,8 Millionen Menschen pro Tag. Vegan zu essen liegt in Deutschland mehr denn je im Trend. Das Bundesumweltministerium hat jegliche Fleisch- und Fischgerichte bei offiziellen Regierungsveranstaltungen verboten. Auch die Organisation für pflanzliche Ernährung ProVeg International berichtet, dass etwa 9,3 Millionen deutsche Bürger jetzt vegetarisch oder vegan leben. Und diese Zahl steigt jedes Jahr weiter an. Wir haben uns gefreut, gutmütige Zuschauer, Ihnen das wunderbare Deutschland zu präsentieren. Mögen Ihre Tage farbenfroh und voller Wunder sein. Seit Jahrzehnten erleuchtet die höchste Meisterin Qinghai unsere Welt mit ihren göttlichen Lehren. Als vollkommen erleuchtete Meisterin übermittelt sie die Guanyin-Meditationsmethode denjenigen, die sich danach sehnen, auf der Stelle die Gottesnatur im Innern zu entdecken und im Laufe eines Lebens ewige Befreiung aus dem Kreislauf der Wiedergeburten zu erlangen. Die Guanyin-Methode wurde von allen erleuchteten Meistern praktiziert, etwa von dem von aller Welt verehrten Shakyamuni Buddha, dem verehrten Sohn Gottes Jesus Christus, dem verehrten Meister und Philosophen Konfuzius, dem verehrten Lord Krishna, dem verehrten Meister und Philosophen Lao Tzu, dem verehrten Lord Mahavira, dem geliebten Propheten Mohammed, Friede sei mit ihm, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji und vielen mehr. Die höchste Meisterin Qinghai betont, dass wir, wenn wir uns immer auf Gott besinnen, anderen selbstlos dienen und den Gesetzen des Universums folgen, unser höchstes Potenzial als Menschen erreichen und den Zweck unseres Daseins auf Erden wahrhaft begreifen. Als herausragendes lebendes Beispiel für Mitgefühl schickt sie liebevoll und regelmäßig materielle und finanzielle Unterstützung an Flüchtlinge, Obdachlose, Opfer von Naturkatastrophen und andere Hilfsbedürftige. Die höchste Meisterin Qinghai. Ich danke respektvoll allen besonderen Personen, Organisationen, Führern und Regierungen für alle ihre aufrichtige, liebevolle und kontinuierliche Unterstützung. Möge der Himmel sie immer segnen. Wir, die Mitglieder der Internationalen Vereinigung der höchsten Meisterin Qinghai, sind auch aufrichtig dankbar für ihre beeindruckende Güte und wünschen ihnen das Beste. Die höchste Meisterin Qinghai erhält Liebe und Anerkennung von verschiedenen Organisationen, Medien, Regierungen, Einzelpersonen und erhielt viele Preise, etwa den Gusi-Friedenspreis 2006, der als der Friedensnobelpreis des Ostens gilt, den World Spiritual Leadership Award 1994 und den Mahavir Award 2008. Der 22. Februar und der 25. Oktober wurden beide zum Tag der höchsten Meisterin Qinghai ausgerufen. Sie ist Ehrenbürgerin der Vereinigten Staaten und so weiter und wurde im Laufe der Jahre mit zahlreichen anderen Preisen und Auszeichnungen für ihre herausragenden karitativen und humanitären Taten geehrt. und so weiter. Wir entschuldigen uns dafür, dass wir aus Mangel an Platz und Zeit viele weitere Auszeichnungen und Ehrungen nicht aufführen können. Die höchste Meisterin Qinghai. Ich danke respektvoll allen besonderen Personen, Organisationen, Führern und Regierungen für all ihre aufrichtige, liebevolle und kontinuierliche Unterstützung. Möge der Himmel sie immer segnen. Wir, die Mitglieder der Internationalen Vereinigung der höchsten Meisterin Qinghai, sind auch aufrichtig dankbar für ihre beeindruckende Güte und wünschen ihnen das Beste. Als echte Stimme für unsere wunderbaren Freunde, die Tierleute, tritt die höchste Meisterin Qinghai für die friedliche und liebevolle pflanzliche Ernährung ein und vergegenwärtigt sich in dem Maße, wie die Menschheit die Unverletzlichkeit allen Lebens erkennt, eine ruhige und herrlich komplett vegane Welt, in der Personen aus dem Tier- und Menschenreich in respektvoller Harmonie leben. Zu ihren Initiativen gehörten das Verteilen des Flugblattes Alternativ Leben, die internationalen veganen Loving Hut Restaurants, vegane Nahrungsmittelunternehmen, Kunstpelzprodukte, Supreme Master Television sowie regelmäßige Briefe an und Gespräche mit einflussreichen Führungspersonen in Regierungen und Medien und die Teilnahme an im Fernsehen übertragenen Klimawandelkonferenzen und so weiter. Ob wir davon Kenntnis haben oder nicht, ihre Bemühungen hatten einen enormen Einfluss in Bezug auf die weltweite Sensibilisierung für einen den Tierpersonen zuträglichen Lebensstil und darauf, dass uns bewusst wird, wie diese wohlwollende Lebensweise bleibenden Frieden zwischen den Nationen bringen und dabei auch unseren Planeten vor dem Klimawandel und vor Katastrophen retten kann. Die höchste Meisterin Qinghai hat die ganze Welt bereist und Gespräche mit der Öffentlichkeit und ihren Schülern über eine Vielzahl spiritueller Themen geführt. Am 23. April 2022 erübrigte unsere über alles geliebte höchste Meisterin Qinghai wertvolle Zeit, um uns an ihrer Liebe und Weisheit teilhaben zu lassen und einige Fragen, die die Mitglieder zu verschiedenen Themen hatten, zu beantworten. Wir freuen uns, Ihnen heute diese aufschlussreiche Konferenz zu präsentieren. Sie trägt den Titel An Menschlichkeit und Güte zu glauben heißt, einander zu helfen, Teil 3 von 7. Inzwischen Meisterinnen und Schülern, gehalten auf Englisch.
Warning: sensitive images.
I'm not happy to see Russians die either.
Yes.
I keep telling you, they're so young, handsome, and idealistic.
Yes.
They want to fight, but not like this. Not such a ugly and despicable and below hell kind of fighting.
Yes.
Just killing innocent people by the thousands like that and dig a big grave and throw them all in there. Not to talk about individual cases of raping or harming or torturing yet.
This is a war with mass digital evidence. Every Russian atrocity could be recorded, and as the Kremlin's finding out, every illegal order potentially intercepted and exposed.
Машина проехала, не увидели там машины или техника, и 2 человека с рощи по гражданке.
Да валить там, ебаный в рот, блядь.
Я понял. Тут
чего
вся деревня в гражданке.
блядь? Едет гражданская нахуй, в расход, сука, всех.
Intentionally targeting civilians, something Russia categorically denies is a war crime. Kremlin blames Ukrainian forces for the devastation and the bloodshed. but hours of audio recordings said to be of Russian soldiers communicating with their commanders and released by the Ukrainian security services seem to tell a very different story. One of civilian areas laid to waste by Russian forces on purpose.
Вот и везде, блядь. По западу, нахуй. По населенным пунктам прямо хуярь, блядь. Понял, нет? Так и делаю. На запад мне кинь туда, нахуй, несколько штук, блядь. Вот эти все ближайшие, нахуй, вот от меня там, блядь. Все, понял, сейчас передам координаты. Ебани туда, нахуй, побольше, блядь, чтобы сравнять это два села, блядь.
And killing civilians isn't the only excess of which Russian forces are accused. Multiple reports have emerged of rape of young women, even children, by rampaging troops. One intercept records a Russian soldier in a tank regiment telling a horrified woman on the other end of the line what he knew.
Тут, короче, вообще танкистов 3. Взяли девчонку, изнасиловали.
Кто?
3 танкиста. 16-летняя девчонка.
Наши?
Да.
And plunging morale among inexperienced soldiers, some as young as 18. Disturbed by the violence and desperate for peace so they can go home.
Уебали и съебались сидеть нахуй, лишь бы нахуй не влетело.
Ты будешь ветераном спецоперации на Украине. Путин подписал приказ.
Ветераны, ебало эти все медали, нам тут медали нахуй обещали. Типа вы каждый получите медаль, еще за эту медаль деньги. Я говорю, идите вы нахуй, везите меня домой, и мне нахуй ваши медали.
But instead of medals, there are now growing calls for those suspected of war crimes to be tried.
A blow for the first Russian soldier to stand trial in a Ukrainian court since the start of the invasion.
The court found Vadim Shishimarin guilty.
21-year-old Vadim Shishimarin sentenced by a civilian court to life in jail for killing an unarmed civilian in a village in northeastern Ukraine 4 days after Russia invaded the country.
That's terrible. Okay, tell me.
And one more here. 2/3 of people from Kiev have already returned to the capital.
Very good. Yes, I heard that also they managed to get some people out, escaped from Mariupol. And they told horrible stories.
Yeah.
Horrible stories. I heard one very bad story, like the Russians gave, when they corner the Ukrainians, and then they had to come out and using bread or milk to bait them out. And one family, one older woman, one man said his mother took the milk home. And when she opened it, she saw something inside. And later they say that there was a bomb inside.
Oh my God.
Not a kind of big bomb, of course. In the carton inside. She saw that the carton was already, this is open.
Yes.
She was saying maybe somebody already drank it, so she checked it out. And she saw something inside. And it was like a booby trap.
Wow.
Yeah. If they probably shook it harder or drank it, then they would have been blown to pieces.
Oh my God.
They will become milk themselves.
Oh no.
That's how the Russians are doing charity in Ukraine.
Wow.
So evil.
Yeah, so evil. And even dare to boast about it on TV. They say, we went there just to give them food and blankets. No, that's all that BS. Oh, God. I cannot believe any human could be so evil like that. So they did really give something, but they gave it with a booby trap.
Wow.
Maybe that's why so many people died.
Oh, yes.
Those who are unsuspecting.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
And so hungry, so thirsty, they did not think, they just drank.
Yes.
That's how many people died. They don't even have to bomb them a lot. You know, they detonate themselves and with their family die together.
Yes.
Master.
And this is just one instance that they discovered. Many other people died already who could not have a chance to say anything.
Yes, Master.
And nobody would know why they died. Some they know because the hands were tied behind the back and shot in the head. That's different. But people who just died anonymously like that, they would never find out how.
Yes.
Imagine giving children milk and then they put a detonating thing in it. How evil can it be?
Yes.
Master.
Oh, I think that the international court should bring Putin, make him answer for all this.
Right.
Yes, Master.
There's no need to examine too long and investigate what, huh?
Right.
Evidence is all over. everywhere.
Yes, Master.
UN tonight saying human rights officers documented the unlawful killings of 50 civilians in Bucha, many executed. In total, verifying more than 5,200 civilian casualties, nearly 2,400 of those killed. But the official toll will likely be much greater. A top UN official describing it as a horror story of violations perpetrated against civilians.
We saw for ourselves the disturbing scene in this basement where 5 men appeared to have been executed.
I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bodies in this tiny room in this basement where Ukrainians say people have been tortured, and I can see their hands behind their backs.
Just the fact that they came to the people's peaceful land and killed so many like that, that's enough already. There's no need for any more evidence.
That's right.
Exactly. Right, Master.
Yeah. Okay, tell me. Anything else?
Yes, Master. G7 finance ministers have pledged more than $24 billion to Ukraine. The amount is for 2022 and beyond, adding that they were prepared to do more as needed. In a statement, the ministers said they regretted Russia's participation in international forums, including the G20 International Monetary Fund and World Bank meetings this week.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yes.
That's what they should do.
Right.
That's what they should do. What for is the money sitting there doing nothing?
Exactly.
It should help the good cause.
Yes, yes.
Not just Ukraine, but also other elsewhere, wherever needed, in the war-torn countries.
Yes.
Yeah. Many people forgot, but Russia, they have the bloody hands everywhere.
Right.
Like in Azerbaijan before.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Nagorno-Karabakh, and killed the ethnic people. That was Russia behind it. Then Russia went in for peacekeeping. Yeah, of course. What else? Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, incited people to kill each other and then went in for peacekeeping. That's also Russia.
Right.
And Russia was also in Mali. They're killing people there and then they frame it on the French, on France.
Oh.
Recently, on news all over like that. And of course, many other regions before I told you already.
Right, yes, Master.
Everywhere you look, there's Russian bloody hands everywhere. Behind it or right in front of it or in the middle of it.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
So, actually, the Russians under Putin, they committed genocide everywhere. It's not just the first time.
It was obvious for me, but that what is about to happen to Ukraine is basically just a copy-paste job that Russia would do not only to our own country years after years and decades and centuries, but to many other countries. Russia spent so much resources for decades before it to erase any evidence about those atrocities committed against neighboring nations or even indigenous nations inside Russia. And it's still spending insane amount of money, even to this day, to try to hijack narrative or trying to erase those stories and erase our voices telling those. And I put this picture of Grozny in Chechnya, which was razored down to the ground by Putin in 2000s, the same way Mariupol or Kharkiv or other Ukrainian cities look like.
It's like a pattern. They go everywhere just to terrorize people, frighten people into surrendering and submission.
Yes, indeed.
And still kill them anyway, including elderly.
Yes. Yes.
Инвалидскую машину, знак висит, инвалиды. Дедушка лет за 70 и бабушка, 2 старика, которые ехали до дому. Их упор стоячих на знак стоп Вони остановилися і їх розстріляли. Тварюки і
Просто.
Дідушка і бабушка розстріляли.
Подивіться, як вони пішли. Удвох зразу всі. На той світ. Дивіться. Ось вони тут. Останні миті життя.
Even cut their heads, cut their throats. The old man, what can he do? It's his house for all his life. Where would he go?
Right.
Yeah.
They pushed him, and then if he didn't go, just cut his head like that. What had he done?
Nothing.
Nothing. Just stay in his own house. Old man didn't have anybody to take care of him.
Yes, Master.
He had nowhere to go. Maybe he couldn't even walk well. Where would he walk to?
Right, right.
And then just went to his house and cut his head like that. And even filmed it for fun.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, that's how we know it.
Wow.
They didn't do it just behind the curtain or behind doors. They did it right in front of the whole world, just to frighten everybody.
Wow.
Maybe that's why people are afraid of Putin.
Oh.
But I don't know. Putin should be afraid of all the war as well.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know why people are so cowardly. I think they're getting a little better now. But otherwise, they just all cowards.
Right.
All right, tell me, anything else?
Russia lost its position on the permanent forum of indigenous issues to which Ukraine was elected by an overwhelming majority. And Russia also lost its seat on the UN Committee on the Non-Governmental Organizations, UNICEF, and the UN Women.
Very good. Excellent. But that is too little, too late.
Yes.
UN didn't do anything much.
Yes, Master.
They have the Security Council, they have all the world supporting them, and they did nothing to give Ukraine security.
Yes, Master. That's right.
What a hoax. All these fake things. You know, they just sit there, eat themselves to obesity, doing nothing much. Such a shame.
Yes, Master.
I would be ashamed if I were the UN leaders or other big members in there. I would be very ashamed. I would resign. If I couldn't do anything, I would resign. Anything else?
Yes, Master. Recently, Korean leaders sent personal letters to each other.
Yeah, I saw that. Good.
KCNA said Moon sent a letter to Kim on Wednesday in which he promised to continue pushing for unification based on joint declarations reached at the Inter-Korean summits of 2018, despite calling the situation difficult. Kim reportedly replied on Thursday that their summits were historic and gave people hope for the future. And on Friday, KCNA said Kim thanked Moon for trying to improve relations between the two countries, calling the letter exchange an expression of deep trust.
Very good relationship now.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a big hope for both countries. Very good. Yeah, I saw that also, and I was very happy.
I do not like eating meat because I have seen lambs and pigs killed. I saw and felt their pain. They felt the approaching death. I felt in order not to see their death. I could not bear it. I cried like a child. Wacław Nijinsky, vegetarian.
Morgen bei Zwischen Meisterin und Schülern.
Helping each other instead of killing or harming each other. This is the way.
Yes, ma'am.
This is the way if you are believing in God or even just believing in humanity's goodness.
Rechtschaffene Zuschauer, wir schätzen Ihre Gesellschaft bei der heutigen Sendung mit dem Titel An Menschlichkeit und Güte zu glauben heißt, einander zu helfen, Teil 3 von 7, inzwischen Meisterin und Schülern. Als nächstes kommt Ein ausgeglichenes Leben verknüpft Welt und Himmel Teil 9 von 12. Fragen und Antworten. In Worte der Weisheit gleich nach bemerkenswerte Nachrichten. Bleiben Sie bitte bei Supreme Master Television und sehen Sie weitere positive Sendungen. Mögen Sie immerwährende Zufriedenheit in der grenzenlosen Liebe Gottes finden. Righteous viewers, we appreciate your company for today's episode entitled To Believe in Humanity and Goodness is to Help Each Other, Part 3 of 7, on Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next is To Live a Balanced Life in This World and Heaven, Part 9 of 12, Questions and Answers, on Words of Wisdom right after noteworthy news. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more positive programming. May you find perpetual contentment in God's boundless love.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.